Hey, what's going on, guys? So I have just got back to where I can really sit down and edit some cool stuff to show you from one of the best game conventions you can ever go to, and that is SEGE, Southeast Game Exchange. It happens every year. Last year I was kind of a pseudo guest. This year I was officially a guest, which was awesome. I'm hoping to go back next year and many years after, but I'm not going to waste your time anymore. I want to show you guys the convention. I want to show you guys some of the cool stuff I picked up, and today's video is going to be a real good time, so stick around and please enjoy. So going to the SEGE convention every year is so fun. I mean, this is my second year I've got to do it, and I'm telling you, I'm definitely going to go many more times. But a cool thing about being a guest at a convention, especially the SEGE convention, is you get early access to check everything out, to film while there aren't people there, to kind of get the lay of the land, and in some cases, maybe get a couple pickups, but, you know, try not to exploit that too much. And some sellers are pretty cool and will sell you stuff beforehand. Some are like, you know what, everyone needs a fair shake, so we're going to kind of hold off, which is also fine. I'm never going to harsh anyone for that. But oh my god, just checking out the stuff beforehand, getting this huge open area to film is so great. I mean, you can really see everything. People get to set up the night before the convention, so Friday night. So some people are already ready, some people are just getting in and getting set up now. Some people are late and rushing it, so you get a little bit of everything. But it's a really good time to meet people and talk to people and kind of just meet some cool people who are in the same gaming space as you. I always enjoy doing this. And also you can have time while it's a little bit more quiet to ask questions about some of the neat stuff they have and get some neat stories, kind of like this one. Apparently this is some kind of special Bud Light version of a PS3 that came out with a kind of like a touring experience. Think like, back in the 90s when like Sega Saturn would tour around the country, and these guys would go stadium to stadium doing challenges, playing football and also playing like the NFL video game on this machine. And these machines were apparently supposed to be destroyed. And so some of them, obviously like this one, got out there in the wild. But, this one is even better because it has the case and everything. Cool stuff like this is awesome. And being able to have like a little bit of extra time to really sit down and like learn this kind of stuff and kind of hear the backstory of some of these items makes it way cool. And also, kind of maybe gives you a little inkling of, what you want to buy. I'm not a sports guy, so I obviously passed on this, but still, cool story. It's just really neat to have the time to check this kind of stuff out. But obviously, as the day went on, more and more people started showing up, getting ready for the convention. VIPs got to go in early. People who bought the all-weekend passes got to come in a little bit earlier. The stores started getting set up. I got to bump into a bunch of my friends who were also filming, kind of walking around, scoping out the lay of the land. It was great, but you know what? Next thing you know, it was time for the event to start, and boy, the crowd was massive this year. So of course, in a convention like this, you're obviously going to be going around, wheeling and dealing, buying games, getting some really cool finds. I know I did, and man, I can't wait to show you guys later on. But I mean, it's, there's a lot more than just games at these conventions. A lot of people just think you go there for the games or what have you, but there's tournaments, there's cosplay, there's all sorts of stuff. And you know what? Some of my favorite stuff, to be honest, is not even like based on game purchases. For instance, SEGE always has a great free arcade, and I love this arcade. I mean, I always dedicate at least, 30 minutes to an hour to sit here and play some of these games with my friends, a lot of multiplayer games. Like I said, it's free. All this stuff is brought in from like a local group, a local kind of arcade group. And it's just a great time to sit back and enjoy, kind of relax a little bit. Maybe, take some time away from that deal you were thinking about, clear your head. But man, stuff like this is always fun. And one area I'm always going to highlight every single time I go to this convention is this cool kind of history area where they show a bunch of old games, have a bunch of little history knowledge for it, and they're all hooked up to PVM monitors, which I swear to God, I want one and I will get one day. But other than that, this stuff is so neat. You know, it's just really cool to kick back and kind of learn a little bit, you know, maybe something you didn't know. And like I said earlier, like with any convention, there's always cosplay, cool people wearing really nice, expensive costumes, and, you know, really kind of walking around, showing out at the convention. But another cool thing you can do at these conventions is buy, like, cosplay stuff. Sometimes it's clothes, or like this shop that has like all the cool weapons and guns and stuff from all your favorite games. I mean, I'm telling you, it took everything in my power not to just buy everything here. And of course, the thing I always have to highlight, the thing that's always just really important to me as someone who creates things, i.e. content creator, I love highlighting the creators. I like the people who make their own stuff, who, you know, go out here and you know, make neat things, pins, terrariums, candles. I mean, you never know what you're going to find here, but you can tell that there are some people who really pour their passion into what they're making and what they're doing. You know, really going out of their way to make something special, make something unique. And those to me make the best gifts. You know, I always love getting the good game pickups. I always love getting the cool oddity scores, but it's stuff like this that I end up getting for friends, because it's something that, you know, it's like the person who made this poured their heart into it, and you know, I like to kind of relay that on to my friends with a really neat and unique gift. Of course, the last thing I want to talk about, or just briefly talk about, I would actually make a whole video on this, but my audio was not as good as I wanted, is I did have a great panel, a really good panel with some fun friends, YouTubers that I've known for quite a while now. We actually had the Super Nintendo Challenge where we went through, and basically it was one-on-one challenges where you got a random game out of a box and you had to complete a random challenge based on like punishing challenges like play the game with a controller upside down, or 2 players 1 controller, or play you know, facing the audience, which is essentially blindfolded. One of the funnier ones was two of our contestants had to play only using one hand, and they had to play Ninja Turtles, and the hand cramps were real. Very fun challenge, and the loser, aka the person with the least amount of points at the end of the panel, had to wear a Bob Ross painting costume for the rest of the day. It was a good time. It was a really good time with friends, and you know, I check out their channels. You know, it's a really fun event, and I can't wait to see what kind of panel we do next year. But all that aside, you know, conventions are great, and I have alluded to the fact that I got some good pickups, and I think it's about time now to show you those pickups I got, because I'm telling you, out of all the conventions I go to, I always find the coolest and the weirdest stuff here. So without further ado, let's go into the neat stuff that I got at SEGE this year. So what all did I get at the convention? The first thing I want to show off is this awesome Zelda Majora's Mask 3D promo shirt. Like, I assume this is from like GameStop or something, I'm not sure, but it is an official shirt from Nintendo, Majora's Mask 3D. It's actually kind of funny. I almost passed on this because it smelled like really bad of cigarette smoke. But the dude was like $10. I was like, you know what? This is an actual promo shirt. So I bought it. I put it in like a trash bag and tied it up in my suitcase. And I ran it through the washer. It actually took, I think, 2 or 3 washes to get it to where it doesn't smell like junk anymore. But hey, you know what? It's a cool shirt. It's a promo shirt. You know, you can't really beat a cool promo shirt for $10. Like I said, needed some cleaning, but I think it was worth it in the end. Now, this was another weird purchase. This is actually the first thing I bought on the trip. I didn't even know what this was at first. If you don't know, I have like a semi-full Virtual Boy collection. I have Virtual Boy in the rental case with the charger, controller, the official Japanese-only Virtual Boy headphones, and almost every game for it. Some Japanese, some not, because if you know Virtual Boy, some of the stuff gets expensive. But I'd never seen these before. Apparently they're from Nintendo Power, and they're actually like 3D Virtual Boy glasses, and I think they're so cool. The dude wanted like $20 for this. I had a tenner in my pocket. I was like, hey man, would you do 10? He's like, yeah, whatever. But the cool thing was, is this actually had these cards in it for Killer Instinct. Glacius, Jago, Chief Thunder, Spinal, and Riptor. The cool thing is on the back it has like their combos and special moves. You know, I don't know if these were supposed to come in this or not, but either way, I mean, you know, this is a weird oddity. I like oddities. In fact, usually when I go to conventions, I'm looking for the odd stuff rather than the regular stuff. But either way, this was neat, and I was really glad I could pick it up. The next three things will be kind of like, you know, I'm surprised I didn't already have those, but these are 3 GameCube games I did not have, and one of them is the Mega Man Anniversary Collection on GameCube. I have this on the Xbox, but, you know, I love Mega Man, I love GameCube, so had to get it. And also, this is going to sound crazy, but I actually did not have Metroid Prime 1 or 2. I didn't own these games until now. I actually got a pretty good deal on them. Everyone at the convention generally had the same price for them. In fact, this one has the Metroid Prime Echoes bonus disc. I don't know if that makes it worth more or not. I'm willing to bet probably not, but I mean, it's all in here. It has the book and all. But either way, I saw a guy who had multiple copies of both, and this is like one thing that I always say do at conventions. If you see somebody with multiple copies and multiple games you want, use that to your advantage. So, you know, he had some prices marked on these. I was like, hey man, I want to buy both. He shot out a price. I, of course, countered with, hey, you know, I got this. And I ended up getting, like, probably 20 or 30 bucks off of what everyone else was charging. And I got both games. You know, I wanted both games anyway. So, kind of a win-win there. The next item I got, this is a weird one. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know anything about this game. I don't know if it's good. I don't know anything about it. All I know is recently, and I didn't do a video on this because I had nothing to play it with, but recently I got a 3DO for $100. And I already had a controller. The only thing that was missing was a controller, but I already had one. But I have no games. So while I was there, I found Shockwave. I don't know if this is good. I doubt it. But I will say that I now have a game to test that thing out with, so maybe I'll do a video on that. I'm not sure. I just know that, you know, this is now a thing, and I have it. So, yeah, I can test out the 3DO. I didn't want to, like, dip into like, an expensive 3DO game. And by expensive, I mean, like, 50, 60 bucks. Because they had some that were, like, 50, 60 bucks. I think I paid, like, 20 for this. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. Let's give it a shot. So, yeah, my first and only 3DO game. Now, the next thing I'm going to show off, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make some videos on this. If you watched my channel before, you know that last year I was a huge fan of a robot named Fight, and that comes from a company called Premium Edition Games. They're very cool. They actually come out with games. They publish games rather that are like indie games, and they always have a challenge with them. If you complete the challenge and post the challenge on social media, they'll mail you a patch for free. That's really cool, kind of old school. Like I think Atari used to do that. But I picked up 2 games from them. I picked up Cathedral, and I picked up Phenotopia. Both of these were recommended by the like the CEO, I guess, if you will, of Premium Edition Games. I'm actually pretty good friends with them. But yeah, I'm always a fan of picking this stuff up. I really love what they do with their like collector's editions, how they make them look like old school boxes. But from what I am told, this game, Phenotopia, is I think more like I believe this is the one that's like a Metroidvania. One of them's like a Metroidvania, and the other one is more like I think he said almost like a Zelda Explorer kind of game. I don't remember which is which, but I just remember that I was a kind of a fan of both. The only, like, and it's not even a complaint because I really liked it, but the only thing I would have changed maybe about a robot named Fight was I'm just not a roguelike guy. I've said that a million times, but I will say that's one of like the 2 roguelikes I really liked. But both of these apparently are not roguelikes. So, you know, more like have a beginning, have an end. So I'm really looking forward to checking these out. I am actually going to maybe do unboxings and playthroughs of these, or you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll figure it out. I'm really excited though. But the cool thing is he actually gave me these patches while I was there, so I can't wait to check all that stuff out. I'm gonna do the challenges. I'm gonna get the patches just like the last time. I'm gonna put these over here. So now I'm gonna show 2 things. One thing I did not get at the convention. I actually bought it while I was at the convention, and it came in the mail, but I'm just going to show it off because they're cool.
But I'm going to show the last thing I got at the convention afterwards because they're really kind of mutually exclusive. So these I did not get at the convention, but like I said, I got them while I was at the convention. And I'm a huge Dreamcast guy, and I have been looking for these Millennium Controllers for quite a bit. And I got them both with their matching VMUs, the pink for the pink and the turquoise for the turquoise. I think these are great. I think they're beautiful. I always loved the Dreamcast, how they just, like, all their stuff was candy, beautiful, cool. I got a great deal on both of these, combined shipping. It was the same seller selling them both. And anyway, these were waiting for me when I got home. And the reason I bought these, because I got thinking about it, because my last item I picked up at the convention is like a grail for me. And now I have one more piece that I need to get for it. But that is, let me move these aside, over here maybe, a yellow Dreamcast controller. If you don't know, these are very, very, very hard to come by. So hard, in fact, that I've been going to conventions for quite a while, and I have never in my life seen one in real life, ever. But this one is great condition. The stick feels good. The buttons are all really responsive. I've actually already used it since I've gotten back. The only thing I'm missing is a yellow VMU. I really, really want one, but they're also, like this controller, extremely hard to find. In fact, if any of you guys have one, reach out to me, because I swear to God I will buy it from you. I've been looking for one forever. And so the cool thing is now is I have a vast collection of Dreamcast controllers. Every one of them has their matching VMU except for this one, and that's going to be the last piece of the puzzle for me. And I guess now I need to start branching out and getting the more importing the other Dreamcast controllers like this one. But like I said, I think my American saga is over with the yellow one. I now have every color that came out here. But yeah, that's everything I got at the convention. Like I said, this is kind of a holy grail for me. The guy wanted a very high price for it, which it's worth a very high price, but I was able to talk him down. I actually got, like, I think $30 off of what he wanted. I won't say what I paid, because if my wife watches this, she'll kill me. It wasn't really that bad, I promise. But I'm glad to have picked this up. But yeah, it was a great convention, and man, I cannot wait to go back next year. It's so good. Besides this, I did go to the Limited Run Game Store. It's going to be a separate video because I got some great pickups there on the way down. But yeah, I mean, I can't recommend SEGE enough. It is such a great place. They actually have games, decent prices, rare stuff, weird oddities, promo shirts, new things made by people that are great. I mean, it's a great convention. Like I said, I look forward to it. This is my second year going. My first year of being, like, officially a guest. I was kind of a guest last year, but, like, I was officially a guest this year. Hoping to be a guest next year, and if so, hopefully I will see you guys there.
So that is SEGE. Like I said, I always have a good time there. I always get awesome pickups. I have great times with friends. The panels are fun. It is just an enjoyable experience. If I could recommend one convention I've been to over the years that I will continue to go to, and that I should, say, hey, you should really go to this one, it is SEGE. It is so fun. It is so cool. Like I said, I hope to be there again next year. Should be the same time frame, July. Hey, but what do you guys think? Did you guys think any of the cool stuff I got was worth the pickup? Did I miss anything? Maybe going through some of the footage, maybe missed some cool items that maybe I should have picked up. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me guys know what you guys think about SEGE, and hey, hope to see you there sometime. That's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It'd be awesome. But as always, my friends, take it easy.